Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Jasmine above the ThrashMetalGuru here. Just going to give you a quick update about the last video I tried to upload real quick before I get into the main subject. The sound quality was actually off. I had my headphones plugged in, so I don't know what the problem was there, but I'll try to get that fixed. But in the meantime, I figured I'd just come to something like this with a sound audio and a picture clip of something that was made by Chicken Doodle Sauce. I do have to give him credibility there. Uh, Definitely a good YouTuber I would also recommend checking out. But anyways, on to my main subject that I wanted to talk about. As opposed to some things that I did say in another video, I came across this subject and I decided to give my 2 cents onto the whole thing. If you remember when I made the video about PewDiePie or Smosh or any other YouTubers that have a general basis of fanboys or fangirls. Now, don't get me wrong here, that I'm not trying to speak in any way of defaming anyone, making fun of anyone, or any such way. Just want to be very civil about what I'm just here to say. That, for example, with Smosh fans, when someone gives a piece of criticism about Smosh when it came to that $250,000 scam, people were just saying how much of a retard and pathetic that they were just for at least showing their own opinion about the subject. Or when it comes to PewDiePie, when a video that's at least 2 or 3 months old, and the fanboys or fangirls would continue to look at that sort of video and give their response to it in a very hostile way. But it doesn't really make sense to me to that point that I'm not saying this with any offense, but I really think that a fan base with the contingency with PewDiePie or Smosh, iJustine, Onision, or Epic Mealtime and whatsoever, I don't really think they take the time to understand what the importance is of criticism. And a lot of people into that kind of fan base have always thrown that if you don't like it, don't watch it thing. Now, let me shed a little bit of light upon the don't like it, don't watch it thing. Basically, when we watch something, we try to understand what it is, we try to understand why it's made, and if we don't like what we see, we can still give our valid input on it. I mean, that's basically how YouTube is to broadcast yourself. So I'm choosing, or people are choosing, to broadcast their opinions about what they see. And you never know. Sometimes they actually broadcast themselves to understand maybe the person who made this content, maybe they changed up a little bit, and maybe I should check them out and see if there's anything different. But if there's nothing different about them, and it's that same routine, I mean, you can still watch it. I mean, that's basically the senses of watching a YouTube video. If something that needs to be addressed out needs to be, addressed out, then by all means, say what you need to say. But I want to at least get down to a quick note here. I really find it offensive that when a person gives their opinion, like on, I don't know, Ray William Johnson, one of my friends was falsely flagged for just sharing his opinion about Ray William Johnson. This is like a half a year ago, but I kind of found it really offensive to my part, that someone got censored over because he spoke his mind about what he felt about a certain person and about the way he did his content. And I just find it shocking. But I just want to take the time to at least ask, why is it that people, the fan base, reacts to something and they take it so extremely seriously when we just give our opinions and our own perspective about how we see the person and how they present the content. I mean, that's basically how I see it. Now, that's how I'm just going to end it off there. And before I end it off, the whole issue I've been hearing with the whole, you're not a real rancher thing, I really don't know what's going on there, but rest assured that I don't believe anything that the brain enema said there. That's just my opinion. Sorry, enema. But you can use a script, or you don't have to use a script if if you don't want to. You don't necessarily have to be angry in order to rant about something all the time. That's just my opinion right there. That's just how I feel about the ranting community. that you can still do what you want to do and not be exactly angry about it, or use something scripted, or use jump cuts. Basically, if you got to do what you got to do to make a rant video, then by all means do what you got to do. Just the one thing, though, I just need to point out before I go: don't copy someone's style exactly. That's all I have to say here. I'm ThrashMetalGuru. You guys have a very, very wonderful day.